Today's lesson is on fraction by fraction division. And I'm going to only use our algorithm, which is our keep, change, flip example of dividing fractions. So for our first example, we have a fraction divided by a fraction. So we have 2/3 being divided into half. Since half is smaller than 2/3, think about this for a second. If you had 2/3 of a pizza, and you wanted to section off what half of it would originally look like, you would have one full half plus a little bit more of that 2/3. So the answer is going to get bigger. So in this case, I have a bigger number being divided by a smaller number. And when we do division of fractions, our numbers actually get larger. So if I have 2/3 and I'm dividing it in half, I'm going to keep my 2/3, I'm going to change my operation and take the reciprocal of my divisor. So I keep, change, flip, and then I multiply straight across. So I end up having 4/3, which if I change that back into a mixed number, 3 goes into 4, one full time with one piece out of 3 left over. Okay. All right, in this example, we have 3/4 being divided by 7/8. Well, in this case, I have 3/4 is smaller than 7/8. Because if I make this an equivalent fraction, it's going to be 6/8. And 6/8 is smaller than 7/8. So my answer is going to get smaller in this scenario. So 3/4 divided by 7/8, if I use my keep, change, flip, I have keeping my 3/4 because that is what I have and that'll never change. I change the operation and then I take the reciprocal of my 7/8. And then I multiply across like normal. So 3 times 8 is 24 and 7 times 4 is 28. And then again, I can put that into lowest terms and I know that 4 goes into both of these numbers. So my answer in simplest form is going to be 6/7. And that'll be my simplest form. All right. Example of a word problem with dividing fractions. So we have a door has an area of 1/2 meters squared and a length of 2/3 meters. And we want to know what the width of the door is going to be. So again, in my diagram, I have 1/2 is in the center because that signifies the area, everything on the inside. 2/3 is how long my door is. And then I'm trying to find out how wide my door is. So again, if I have my area is length times width. In order to find the width, I can use a fact family with my variables and know that area divided by length will give me my width. So I know my area is 1/2. I know my length, it is 2/3. Again, I have a bigger fraction being divided into a smaller fraction, so my answer is going to go smaller. So I keep, change, flip. So that becomes 1/2 times 3/2, and then I multiply, and then I get 3/4. So 3/4 is going to be the length of my door.